Explicit content warning.
Easily offensive, contains subject matter unsuitable for anyone under the age of 18.
Every episode is meant to be taken as satire, and we do not condone racism, bigotry, or acts of violence.
Thank you for listening to the Easily Offensive Podcast.
Break the ugly one, always in your face. Second ginger with no soul, taking up space. Kevin's all as a 7-year-old, standing so small. Dylan, less attractive, Jack Skellington, haunting us all. They come at you fast with words that cut deep. No topic off limits, they take no leap. Easily offensive. They push the boundaries wide, no apologies given. They got nothing to hide. Easily offensive, making you squirm in your seat. They'll say what they want, no filter, no retreat. Easily offensive, challenging the status quo. Hold on tight, 'cause they're about to blow.
Welcome back to Easily Offensive, my dear friends, where it's a fucking mess in here. Nothing works. Cameras are out. It's blackout. We're basically fucking Florida. So
Without the water.
without the water. We got beer though, so that's good.
Yeah, that's awesome, actually.
Yeah.
You know, I live in a place where the air hurts my face, so I don't have to rebuild my fucking house.
You know
Every
what though? In the like, you ask me right now, I see all this shit going on in Florida. I'm like, these fucking people are retarded. Like, just get out of there, leave, and then catch me in January. I'll be like, fuck me with a hurricane.
It's so goddamn cold. But you see, I would rather talk shit to the weather, get snowed in for a couple of days. I need the break. Than talk shit to the weather, and the next thing you know, a truck goes through my fucking living room.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Or a
might get-
train through your mom.
Yeah, there you go. I love
Zach's
it.
gonna Google that later.
Train through mom.
Not the.
That's
the
the
train I'm thinking
fucking
of.
problem with Idaho, though, is that like we never get snowed in anymore. It's just
No,
negative
no.
400 degrees.
And a shit.
It's like it's
You're like, you can't start your car anymore because it's so cold, but it's
Yeah.
fine.
You're not
Speaking
snowed in. You just
Speaking of the cold, so hunting season's right now, right?
Yeah.
There's no junior hunt.
watch
This
out
year.
for
Really?
Yeah, so like a junior hunt, like people that are like 13 or under can get like a doe, right?
a doe, a deer, a female deer,
Ray, a drop of golden sun.
me, a name.
No.
I call my. Oh.
Thank
Anyways,
you,
So
Landon.
they can't get
Fired.
they can't get does, because 2 years ago when that really like we had like a solid month of like negative 40s,
Mm-hmm.
it killed a bunch of animals, bunch of deer.
Oh, so
Yeah.
now they got to rebuild the population or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
and so that's what it is. Hey, Landon, do you want to turn mic 2 all the way down?
We
Yeah, Blake
believe
vacationed in
you.
Florida, and that, you know. he
So
won't be
we're
here.
probably never going to see him again.
Yeah.
Good.
He
We're not
always-
saying he's dead. We're just not sure where he's at.
Yeah. He's probably in Kansas now.
In a gay bar.
Probably.
He was probably.
He thinks he's fucking a girl named Dorothy, but it's just a dude.
Named David. I don't know.
Little peppers, little seeds.
What?
Speaking of just random shit.
I don't get what we were going with there.
I have
Little
no
pepper,
idea.
little pepper, little seeds.
Felt a little Trump in me on that one. Just random ass words. No, since we have Landon is a part of the crew now, you know, a little
Yeah.
of our weird ass love child between Zach and Dylan.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can too.
He's tall.
I mean, he looks
ugly.
like MGK, but it's all right. He's choking.
he said,
But we actually got him something. And if you would like to come over here,
Yeah, why
stop
don't you
hiding.
come in
He's
here
so
for a
nervous.
second, Landon?
He is
you
so
can't really,
nervous.
you can't really see it. I'll post a picture of it when I do the editing.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna take a video on my.
Yeah, we're
phone.
taking a
Oh yeah.
tutorial.
So the
video
video
of
will be
this.
available on the YouTube page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Zach, it's actually behind you underneath that one shirt. So just move that one to the side and bring that on over here. And
This is your.
this
Hold it
is
up
your
there.
this is
Hold it
your
up for the
first
camera.
podcast shirt. And would you like to? Do you have any idea why it's exactly like that? Exactly like what? Like that. Why do you think it says those words? Because of the Walmart thing. Yep. Yeah. Do you
I
want
still hate you.
Here, say some words. Say some words.
Say
for
what?
it. I don't know. Say something. Fuck.
It's cool, I guess.
Read it out to us.
Says Zach the Ginger from Easily Offensive Podcast, biggest fan.
Yeah.
The ginger.
I think it's a great shirt. I think we. It's a great shirt. Yeah.
You better
I was
wear
like,
it.
we were gonna do some other stuff, but I was like, I don't want it to be so gay that he can't wear it out in public.
I like the hearts on it.
Yeah. And then I was coming up with an idea for our back wall right here. Actually, I was gonna go get one of those. You know, like how Hot Topic has the wall of band shirts and shit like that, so
Yeah.
you can see what the band shirt looks like. I was thinking about
Then
doing
you
that for
unfold that
this.
motherfucker.
Oh, on
anyway.
that on the pillar right there.
Yeah, and then start doing it on the pillar.
Yeah.
That way you can see the
You're
shirts that
excused.
we've made so far, and the shirts that are to
You're
come.
excused. You can go sit back down.
Yeah, he was awkwardly standing there too.
Go
He
back
was-
to your dungeon whore.
I was thinking he just came up to the fucking teacher's desk.
Yeah, you know that awkward
Bro,
moment. You're
I
like,
hated
should I
that.
stand here? Should I go
It's
back?
like, Dylan, we can come up here, please. And then they get a call from the office or something, and
Oh,
you're just
no.
fucking standing up there, and you're like, I wore my gym shorts today. I know I'm gonna get a boner.
He's like, this silk is just so comfy.
You ever done that?
No.
Dude, no. Okay, seriously. Like, I hated it. I liked it when they drew the names out of the hats and you just found out that you're going up right when you were going up, like for a presentation, you know? But we had this one teacher and they'd be like, all right, you're next up, and Dylan, you're on deck. And we're like, great, I'm going to be harder than shit here in a second.
Why? Did you like the attention that
no,
much?
because it was the last thing that I wanted to happen. And that's how my brain was.
So you had like body Tourette's. You're
Yeah.
like, please don't be hard. Please don't be hard. Hard as
like-
a fucking rock.
Yeah, one time it was art class, and I had to present after the person that was up there, and they let me know, and I'm like, "Oh, don't get a boner, don't get a boner." And all of a
And the
sudden,
s- and the
my
sad
dick's like,
thing is-
"What did you say?"
And the sad thing is Dylan's tall enough that the
It's like eye level.
Teacher sitting at the desk, and it's like right fucking
Yeah.
there, and he's like, he or she's like,
He's like, damn, I knew you were
What kind
excited
of
to give your
presentation is this?
presentation. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Especially the
one
art
time-
teacher was probably like, fuck, what did you draw?
Dude, one time I had to present, and it was like we were partnered up, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember what class this was. It was like economics or something. But anyway, this is how long I've been a fucker. So I go up there. We had made a poster, and I held the poster upside down on purpose.
Jesus.
And my partner was like, just go with it. It's gonna be funny. Like, we're supposed to just present. It's not time to be funny. But
He's like,
I'm
whatever,
just
our
like,
grade's
this
dependent.
is gonna be a great bit, you know. So we go up there, and I'm holding the poster upside down, and I remember there's this like a couple of like football players that were actually fucking dumb, and I was kind of trolling them a little bit,
"Oh Lord."
and they were like, I'm standing there holding my poster, and everybody's like, "Hey, dude, your poster's upside down." I'm like, "What?" They're like, "You're holding your poster upside down." Totally thought I was doing it on accident. So when I'm holding it, I would look down at it like this, and I'd be like, "It's not upside down." And they're like, "Bro, no, it's upside down to us." And I'm like, "No, it's fucking not." And I got them, bro. I got that whole class so fucking fired up, dude. Half of
fucking
them were
gaslighting
fucking
them.
laughing because they knew what I was doing, and the other half was like blood red mad. Like, dude, it's fucking upside down.
They're like, "You're
Gaslighting the
stupid."
fuck out of him. Like,
Yeah.
it's not upside down.
Like, what are you talking about, man?
I can
I'm
read it just
looking
fine.
right at it.
oh no.
These fucking retards are. It was good. One of the kids that was in that class, I believe, later on in high school, we did one of those mock trials, you know,
Yeah.
and it was like ours was like a case where this lady had murdered her husband, and I was the new lover. That's the part I got in the whole mock trial.
Okay.
And the cross-examination attorney was the dumbest kid that we had in school, I think. And he was like, he went up there and just made an asshole out of himself.
Did you fuck her?
Did you? He was like, he did. You could tell he just totally misunderstood everything that was going on.
Been there.
But he also thought that he was just like like he would say something and be like, "Got him."
Oh no.
God.
That's so funny, dude. I love-
Dylan's over there. He's like, I'm a smart ass. I have words.
dude. But at the end of that trial, right? So we kind of like they reached like neither side really won. They were going for life in prison. We were going to get
Released.
acquitted, you know, and they like decided something in the middle. And so like at the end of the trial, we're actually down at the Jefferson courtroom. Like we went and did this thing.
Oh, that's
in a
cool.
courthouse?
That's a
Like,
mock
with-
trial in a trial,
with
right?
a real judge. Like one of the real judges was it was legit as fuck.
That's cool.
yeah,
Actually.
it was super fun. So at the end, I stood up. Right? Do you remember Mr. Selditz? I think.
The name rings a bell.
Yeah, he was a history and Holocaust teacher. But anyway,
Survivor or just he taught Holocaust?
no, he taught the Holocaust class.
Oh, so he
yeah.
taught the
Yeah,
Nazis
had-
how to
We
do
had
the
two
Holocaust.
Jewish teachers that taught Holocaust in high school. But anyway, I stood up at the end, right? And I was like, I stood up and everybody's still sitting around, you know, after the verdict and stuff. I was like, I just wanted to say something. And everybody like looks over at me. And I was like, I just want to say you guys probably made the right choice because I totally banged her. And dude, they were like, what the fuck? And it was
He's
so
like, I'm
fun.
guilty as shit.
I just remember Selditz going,
You guys probably made the right choice because I totally banged you.
it was awesome, dude.
Do you think, speaking of Holocaust teachers,
Go on, tell me more.
so
You're
I mean,
not
could
bald
you-
or gingerly.
Could you imagine?
You mean fanfic writers?
Yeah, that's where
God.
that's where I was going for this. You get a German teacher for Holocaust, and he's like, "And today we're going to learn about." Oh no, that never happened.
Yeah. He's like, I was there. I lived through it. Nothing
Actually,
happened.
my
This is all fictional, okay? This is a story made up by the Jews.
my
They
mother-in-law,
were just angry.
my mother-in-law in high school did not learn about the Holocaust.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you that don't know, my mother-in-law is German, born and raised. When she was in high school, they were still denying the fact that
The Holocaust ever
the
happened.
Holocaust ever
Oh,
happened.
fuck yeah.
And so she knew it. Like everyone knew
That
right?
it happened.
Like all these kids growing up, they knew it happened because like parents would tell them about it or they'd learn it some other way. So they knew it was something that happened. But schools were like, yeah, we're not teaching that. We did no wrong because
That
it was like a curriculum from.
I just got a business
up.
idea.
Oh God.
Let's open up our own dollar store. You know, how all the dollar stores are going to like $1.50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's open up a true dollar store to get that back. You know, like
Yeah.
people will be really happy about it. We'll call it the dollar cost.
The Holocaust. Jesus Christ.
And then in there, we'll also sell Jew chews,
Yeah,
There
Jew chews
you-
at the
there you
dollar
go.
cost,
There
man.
you go.
and they'll be like. To
I
go-
feel like Nazis would burn our shit to the ground
Jew
or shop
chews-
there
The
strictly.
Jew chews would be in the back in a cage.
Yeah, like you have to get them to unlock it.
This is bad.
God. They're like smokes. You can't have them unless you want an
We
erection.
call it the chamber.
the chamber.
Oh man,
Keep it right next to the gas.
how fucking smart we are scares me
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. I mean, that's $1 million idea right there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could get sponsored to
By
do that. I don't know.
we can't even get sponsored to do this. Who the fuck's gonna
Volkswagen.
sponsor?
Volkswagen will sponsor us. Yeah.
No, I think you guys should be thinking more along the lines of what's it? They make camera lenses. And they made the scopes for the Germans in the Second War. And they never quit being a part of Germany's party.
Who?
I can't remember their name. It's something with an S though. It's like
They made scopes.
yeah. Because back in the war, a lot of the photography like lens building companies, they actually all ended up making scopes
I don't know. I didn't look that up for us.
because because it was a war, obviously.
So
Because
I was
that's like
look
that's
that up.
like
I
what
was
happened to
like-
mason jars and stuff like that. They
Mason-
stopped making
You said
jars.
mason jars like it was a guy. That's
Yeah, I
what
know.
happened to mason jars.
So I know that
But their company stopped making jars and they started making tanks and shit and guns and
My God, what an upgrade!
yeah, I know.
It's like these jar making machines. They can also make tanks.
Yeah,
So I
they can
didn't know
make
that.
barrels and shit.
the maker of the Glock also did horse insemination too.
Yeah, they did
Really?
equestrian
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
so,
pretty sure it was Glock. I
it
know
is.
so they dealt with Glock and balls.
Yeah, they're like we just like horses and guns.
We liked shooting stuff into other stuff.
Welcome to Glock and Balls Incorporated.
Yeah.
And while you're at it, can you pump?
Palm my balls.
We'll pump a couple of things in here.
Okay, what are we looking at here? We're looking at a whole history. Hitler's closest friends.
Steve.
BMW.
Steve. BMW. That tracks.
Yeah. BMW held a birthday party for him. once.
Oh,
Oh, Kodak, huh? Well, hey,
You
we do have a
slave
lot
labor,
of photos
huh?
of the Holocaust.
Hey,
I never really thought of that.
Are we canceling Kodak now? Because apparently they had ties to the Nazis and used slave labor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who didn't, though, you know?
Did you guys like that video I sent in the group message?
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
So what's weird is my phone got rid of the group message.
It did?
It just disappeared off of my text messaging. Just gone.
Hmm.
I looked at my recently deleted conversations, not even in there. Like I got the notification you guys were texting me or texting on it.
But all
and so
that-
I hit the notification and it went bring up a new message and I'm like, "No, I want to see what they said."
Oh,
it
that's
said
weird.
because I was like, "I don't know what time they're coming in today."
Maybe the government's watching your shit.
Yeah, no shit. They're tired of you.
They're like, "Oh, you posted some racist stuff in
Bear?
that text message."
Like Bear aspirin?
yeah.
Did they give it to the Jews before they hurt them? Like what?
Jesus.
The makers of aspirin, yeah. Failed attempt at what?
Keep going. There you go.
Appeasement.
Yeah.
Did Bear make the fucking chemicals that they gassed him with?
Bro, that's why aspirin's bad for your
Heart.
liver or whatever.
It's not bad for your heart. It's actually good for your heart.
Isn't it? No, I
Aspirin's
can remember.
bad for your liver, right?
Yeah.
Or kidneys.
One
Yeah,
of the
so like
fucking
what
two.
they like for a heart attack, what they used to do is they used to crush an aspirin and put it under your tongue, so it went straight to your bloodstream because it could
Yeah.
help.
My mom told me,
reduce-
she's like, you should stop taking so much aspirin. It's bad for your kidneys. I'm
It
like,
is.
Mom,
It is bad.
I was like, I'm an adult. I have adult knees. Like,
I have adult knees.
I see. I I heard that as adult needs.
Oh my god.
I'm like, oh, okay.
I don't have no
Sure.
kidneys.
I have adult knees, not
Okay,
adult
let's
kid
move on.
knees.
Let's move on. That was a bad joke.
Yeah, it was.
I've had a couple of zingers.
A couple of zingers.
I can afford one bad one right now.
Yeah. I mean, I could afford a good one. I need a good one. So, Blake's not here today. So we can talk shit about him
Okay, cool.
because he's doing something. Like, where's he at?
Okay. So I hope he's gonna listen to this, but he asked me to take care of his dogs because he's going out of town.
Yeah.
Not only did I totally forget about his dogs and he had to call me and remind me, but I totally forgot where and why he went somewhere. But I did find out this morning he is in Boise.
And he went there for one of his friends.
Oh, Aaron's birthday party.
thing,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Jesus. I'm glad you remembered. I deleted everything. He told me where he was going and asked me to help him, and I deleted all of it. I was like, yeah, no problem, buddy. He drove away.
He's like, fuck you. That's what you get for trying to force me to trade players.
I'm
with
the
you.
worst fucking brother, dude. You know what? It's probably brain damage from him pushing me down the stairs when we were children. So
Here, I'll trade you these guys for AJ Brown. How about I'll just starve your dogs instead?
yeah, how about you suck my ass? I threw Petey down the stairs.
He
Oh, the
did
old
not
boy.
do that. The Petey's such a good boy.
I know
And
he's
he's
my
old
favorite.
as fuck.
Dude.
He's crippled with arthritis.
Oh,
It's like, you think he looks bad when you left.
Oh,
Oh, I don't think he would survive.
He's just pretty much a drooling lump at this point. so.
That's what he was, anyways.
I thought you needed a new floor mat at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. Have you guys ever heard like frozen lakes cracking? Dude, that shit is crazy. So there's one,
Like as they warm up.
I don't know if it's so much as they're warming up or if like pressure is coming in on them or they're freezing again and it causes it to break.
I guess any kind of change within
yeah.
the.
The structure. Landon, would you look up How would I phrase that?
Like Great Lakes when they freeze over, where they sound
Yeah.
like when they crack.
Does frozen lakes cracking sound?
Yeah, because there's one. I was listening to this one, and I think it's in Michigan.
Can you imagine one of those lakes that are just nestled between the peaks, and there's like that really good
It's like a
acoustic?
top surge.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what.
Yeah.
So this sounds like lasers being shot off. That's how crazy loud, like cables breaking and shit.
Sure, we don't need to show the video. I don't think. I just need the sound of it.
Yeah, so you can play it for us. But
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
okay.
this guy's walking.
You hear that? Like, that's crazy.
Oh, that is fucking bold.
Yeah.
That's a really clear lake.
yeah.
Where'd the dog come from?
I don't know.
He's like, hey, buddy.
It's a sea dog.
All right.
Oh,
Oh,
Well,
fine.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
that was
hear
dumb. Why?
But yeah, no, I have heard. I
so
didn't know that's what you
try
were
to
going
find
to.
like Michigan Great Lake lake breaker or break cracking.
Lake Erie or
I don't know.
Michigan Great Lake break cracking.
Yep.
That's what I heard him say.
It's
yep. You
porn.
did. You heard me say it, motherfuckers.
It's just like I think the internet just goes like if you type in something like that, it's like porn.
porn.
At that point, yeah.
Scroll down a little bit. Let's see if there's like a couple of them in here. No one gives a fuck about that guy.
He looks like a penis if a
Keep
penis
going.
was a human.
Keep going. Gay. Keep going.
Deadliest Great Lake.
Yeah, these guys are.
Have
being-
you ever seen haunted lakes on TikTok?
put
oh,
sounds,
dude.
cracking sounds?
Bro, that
Like her-
shit's
Dude,
freaky.
what is it Lake Havasu?
Yeah, there's all. Yeah, Havasu's probably the fucking.
It's like
creepiest
what
one.
do they call it? Like the
Isn't
dance
that the one
floor
we
or
just
something
watched?
Like that?
The what?
The dance floor or
Go
something
down.
like that.
Yeah, because there's so many fucking people dead at the bottom of it.
And they-
Going.
All the gas is released from their body.
Here, maybe I have the video.
So they're just like floating like
Let
Mhm.
me look for it
at a
real
certain
fast.
level. And they're just-
Yeah, they're not
Oh.
laying
It
down
was
on
just
the
a thought I had.
floor.
yeah. Oh, that's fucking creepy.
There's so many, dude. Pretty much, you watch that shit and you're like, every lake in the fucking world is haunted. Like,
Oh, dude, it's.
well, and then I
doesn't
learned about
that-
the
doesn't that
deepest lake
creator
in Idaho, and it's mind blowing. We have the deepest fucking lake here. Like,
Do we?
I can't remember what it's called. It's up in
Coeur d'Alene.
yeah, or somewhere north, but it's so deep, it's like crazy.
Deepest lake in the world in Idaho.
Yeah, why don't you look that
And
up?
it's like
Dude.
up there. It's
Jensen's
It's
Lake.
not something
that's
small.
not-
Jefferson County Lake. Woo!
Yeah, baby, that thing's like 14 feet, I think. Pandoriel, that's it. That fucker,
Dude, dude, that
dude. It's
that picture right there is beautiful.
it's over 1,100 square feet deep.
Holy.
Find a
It's 43
look
miles
at,
long and 111 miles of shoreline.
See if you can find like a map, like kind of like a graph of that, like Lake Pandoriel depth chart or something.
When I think of depth chart, I expect it to be like Baker Mayfield.
yeah. What, let's see. Third
God, that's
down
a-
on the left. Is that a depth? Yeah, look at that fucking thing. Bring that thing up.
That's shaped like my dick.
What?
Is that? Oh, that's kind of just the shape of the lake in 3D. I thought it was like a down.
It's topographical.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
Landon,
it's deep as
I
fuck.
sent you the video that I was talking about in the.
Oh, okay.
It's in the podcast on
Okay.
Facebook Messenger.
Which should I should have logged into everything, so everything should be logged in.
I guess we should just watch a Christ load of videos on this episode.
Yeah, take that, our fans.
Take that, our fans. We're watching YouTube together.
Yeah.
Sounds of the frozen lake. Yeah, let's just show my Facebook to everybody. Good thing I don't have any. Good thing it's not my Twitter.
Yeah, no shit.
Or sorry, my.
Just
X.
click on it. Click on the link and it should just open it up.
How do I make it bigger though, so we don't? show
Just click on the
Just
link.
suck
Just click
on
on
it
the
a little.
link. It's a YouTube link, so it should open YouTube. Yeah, see, like.
Da,
there
da, da,
you go.
da.
I really don't care if my Facebook's shown. Like everyone knows my name.
Zach's all like,
Wow. One of the coolest things about Minnesota is the sounds of a frozen lake.
not him, obviously. He's dumb.
Dude,
Oh man,
Can you imagine that? Fuck that.
it's just fucking two fish banging under there. We're not froze yet.
But could you imagine hearing that, like walking on a lake and it starts doing shit like that?
Dude, I'd be terrified. And it's the fact that there's like hardly any snow, but it's just so cold that it froze. Because
Yeah.
I've been ice fishing before. I've been on a frozen lake, and it's just got it's like ice, like
About-
5 inches thick or 5 or 6 inches thick. But
I
then
like thick better.
thick, 5 inches thick, and then it's got like I don't know, like a foot of snow on top of it. So you don't, if it starts cracking like that, you don't really hear it because it's all muffled
Yeah.
from.
It's crazy how much snow muffles. You know when you
Mm-hmm.
walk outside after a fresh snow and
You can't hear anything.
the world sounds different.
Sounds so,
Silence.
so
There's something so satisfying.
the
about
winter is my favorite season, I think,
Yeah. Really?
except for driving in it. That
Oh,
is
I mean,
it.
yeah, that's
Bro,
fair.
there's something
And
about
working in it doesn't bother me.
walking outside at night,
when
like
it's snowing.
right after a fresh snow, right?
It's
right
just
after a
so-
fresh snow, full moon, clear
So
sky.
quiet,
There's something in that, man.
Oh,
That-
yeah.
That's God, brother.
dude. That's why I love it.
God.
Like even when it's like super cold, I don't mind working in the cold because I can put it on layers and put on layers. Working in the hot, I can only take off
So much.
so much before it becomes illegal.
Yeah, you can't take your tits off.
Yeah, or I mean,
Well, and that's
could you-
another
could
thing
you-
is even though if you
could you
take a lot
imagine?
off, you
I
can't
take off
cool
all my shit and I'm standing there naked,
Yeah,
down stacking, and I'm
yeah,
like,
they-
fuck, it's still too hot, so I take out a shaver and I start
Yeah,
fucking
shaving your
my
fucking-
chest.
Dude, I wish we could just detach our dick and balls.
They're the things that literally help us cool off, though. That, your head, and your feet.
Our dicks.
Yeah, your junk is one of the areas that
I
helps
know,
you
but it
cool
gets
off.
No, it makes
so.
me
But
fucking
we
hot.
have to hide it because we got to put it in underwear and pants.
Oh, yeah,
or the
I agree.
world gets mad.
Yeah.
You know, that's a societal thing. You know, it's like I just wish we could take our dick and balls off. Well, and then if they were detachable, you could order a fucking bigger one on Amazon.
Oh, yeah. You know how funny it would be if people are like, is that your real dick or did you buy that one? I'm like, I actually traded
Sounds
it.
like fucking genetic opera right there.
Yeah. Can you imagine you got to sign for that? Shit?
But it's yeah. So working
like this
in,
is heavy. Yeah.
working in the cold doesn't bother me. What bothers me is when it's like when I'm outside working in it and I get wet
yeah.
Yeah.
because then I'm cold
And you can't
then
do
I go-
shit about it.
then,
then
you're
I-
wet. Then you're turned on. And, all
and
that
then I
stuff.
go into a walk-in cooler
Yeah. Yeah.
and
fuck
I'm like,
that.
holy, because now I'm
Now you're
cold and wet, and then you're in that cooler and it's warmer than it is outside, but it's got fans
and they blow on
circulating
you.
the air, and I'm like, fuck, this is cold.
I just get.
But
I just like. It's not really. I don't mind driving in it. I don't mind working in it because I don't go into coolers. I feel bad for ice cream guys on
Fuck,
that.
they
You
live
know.
in them.
but
You
they don't deliver a fuckload like we do. Like
Yeah, that's true
they
too.
deliver even probably
But
less than you do.
yeah, but they have like my cousin did it, and he would have like 12 stops a day where you stop, get out in the cold, get on the back of the truck, which is colder than the outside cold,
And then
go inside, and then stock the cooler,
Which
and
is
then
even-
stock the freezer, and you're just like, fucking hey, that sucked. You're just cold all day. Luckily, he was fat fuck, but
No, dude, being fat has got to be nice in the winter.
the only thing I don't like about it is I don't do any winter stuff. So once I get home, it's like I don't want to go outside. I don't want to
Yeah.
go. You know what I mean? And then when you're tired after a day of work, you just want to chill out. But then you do that and you never go outside and just sit in the yard because it's fucking cold outside. And
Yeah.
I get cabin fever like a bitch.
Do you really?
Yeah,
That's-
like
dude, I don't-
after 6 months of it being shitty and cold outside, I'm like, I'm ready to fucking not sit inside anymore.
Yeah, I don't do a whole lot of winter activities anymore. I used to snowboard a fuckload, but now I just can't
Yeah.
afford to do that.
No, it's way too expensive.
and I don't have my own snowboard anymore and my own gear.
Mhm.
And even if I had my own gear, like my older gear, it wouldn't fit me now because I'm fatter than I was in high school.
I was about to make a comment. I'm glad you did it for me.
Like I'm not much fatter. Honestly, I probably weigh about the same as I did in high school, just a little more filled out.
How much do you weigh?
It's not
201 or something
polite
like
to
that.
ask a lady on.
No, it's not polite to ask her age. You're what? How what?
About 201.
201? You're lighter than Blake is.
Yeah, Blake's the fattest.
Yeah,
Big
Blake, you
old
fat
fucking
ass.
heffalump.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's not here. I was gonna do this to embarrass him, but I got a new nickname for him.
Oh,
Dump Jugs.
Dump
Dump
jug.
jug. Jugs.
Yeah. Isn't that the grossest name you've ever heard?
Yeah.
So
like a
next
name for
time
me.
we'll just we won't tell
Communally
him.
call him Dump Jugs.
He won't hear this before the next time we record. So next time when we get here, just be like, "What's up, Dump Jugs?" He'll be like, "Fuck." He told him.
You'll have to send us a message
So,
to remind us. We're totally gonna forget this.
I'll text you on the way
Yeah.
over here next week.
And we can only do it on the podcast, not
Hola,
before.
Dump Jugs.
Dump jugs. I don't know.
No, yeah. Well, I had a thought and it's gone.
Yeah, me too. Sorry, it's because I looked down and fucking
He's looking at
Alvin
his football
Kamara is doing some
scores.
fucking some work today.
Fucking.
He's never mind. I'm not gonna keep that one
So-
to myself. Alvin, I'm gonna reference back to that video I sent in the podcast text group. That's how I feel about Alvin Kamara right now.
Oh, wow.
Like, come on, dude.
All right.
Yikes.
That's not very. I'm not gonna go there. Anyway, mind breakers. Have you ever? You guys have any mind breakers on your
Something that
repertoire?
blows your mind.
Yeah, like just like a thought that you didn't never have, and then somebody gave it to you, and you're like, well, fuck.
I have a shit. Can I think of a good one though? I've already.
Yeah,
we
you
talked
can-
about this a little bit. The time, like
The timing of it.
just like Rosa Parks could have very well seen the first two Shrek movies.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Stuff like that.
wild.
Yeah, just crazy shit like that.
What was the other one? Cleopatra lived closer to the era of the iPhone than she did to.
Alexander the Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, I thought she knew Alexander the Great. Or am I thinking of a different
No, she-
Cleopatra?
yeah. No. I think it's something like that. Anyway, stuff like that. The whole timeline thing kind of blows my mind.
Yeah,
We
like
talked about that.
timeline. Well, I was just actually looking up cell phones and stuff like that, and I was all like, I lived through it, right?
We all-
so
yeah,
yeah,
like-
we all lived through it.
Us
Well,
as millennials,
kind
we
of.
kind of watched like we grew up without technology,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then we
had-
grew into technology.
You want to really have your fucking balls blown off? Did we talk about this? Look up when the fax machine was invented.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
it was
have.
like we've done that one.
We did that one.
Yeah,
That
but no,
one's
like
fucking wild.
for cell phones, did you know the announcement for smartphones? You remember when that was?
The announcement for smartphones themselves or the
Yeah.
iPhone?
No,
Like,
the actual smartphones, like when they announced that they were going to be a thing.
the iPhone? Because the iPhone was the first smartphone.
was it?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
It was. If you
It
say
wasn't.
the BlackBerry, I'm gonna slap you because
I'm
that's
going to
not
go
a
ahead and
fucking smartphone.
stop you where you're at. The term smartphone was coined in 97.
Oh my lord. Okay, so the
And
BlackBerry.
then no, it was IBM. IBM Simon was the first smartphone.
Really?
Okay.
Is
Or
what
what
it
they,
say.
what they
So
coined
what's
Or
it.
the
it actually
definition-
even goes like this:
what's the definition of a smartphone?
GS88 smartphone.
Okay, so the term smartphone, not actual like what we know as smartphones.
No, the
Because
first-
Landon, we
smart-
look up the definition of a smartphone? Because, I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
what it was then is not what it is now.
Oh,
but
it's nothing what it is now.
a mobile phone that performs many of the functions of a computer, typically having touchscreen interface, internet access, and
that's-
an operating system capable of running downloaded applications.
That's
See, and I think
now.
that's now.
now, yeah.
That's not then though.
So look up the
IBM
first
smartphone?
smartphone. Just the first smartphone.
But here's the crazy part. Is so I have it right here. It says the first smartphone hits the market in 94.
Wow.
And
there it is.
Simon
I-
Personal Communicator, the first smartphone
Dude,
ever
it had
was.
a touchscreen. Look at that
yeah,
shit.
that's what I was saying.
Wow.
It did have a touchscreen.
Okay, so the first smartphone was IBM's Simon Personal Communicator, which was released in 1994. It was developed by IBM engineer Frank Canova and featured touchscreen, email capability, and a handful of built-in apps, including a calculator and sketchpad. Also had fax functions and predictive text, dude. It was demonstrated at a computer industry trade show in
92.
92. It was
92 was
demonstrated.
demonstrated, but
Bro, that's the
94
year
is
I
when it
was
got released
born.
to the public. And 94 is when it got
So
released to the public.
smartphones are as old as me. The idea is as old as I am.
Yeah,
How much was that phone when it fucking?
dropped.
When it
That is a
dropped.
good question.
I bet you it was like a $900 phone, and
IBM Simon
dude,
Personal Retail.
But this is the thing that
Release
blew my
retail.
mind because I was sitting there, I was like, there's no fucking way. Because everyone, like you, Zach,
IBM
just said the
personal-
first iPhone was the first smartphone was the iPhone by Apple in 2007.
Simon Biles.
$899. Damn, you were really
Damn,
close.
they're cheaper
yeah.
than they are now. Fuck.
Right?
Dude, priced originally. No fucking.
Bro, we should
priced
see if we can
originally
find one on
$8.99
like,
with 2 years, a 2-year voice and data contract for $1,100.
we should see if we can find one for sale.
Jesus, dude.
Can you-
Now adjust that for inflation. That phone was probably fucking
$5,000.
2,500,
Yeah.
$5,000.
Yeah.
Dude, because that was in the 90s, you know?
Star Trek. What the fuck?
Yeah, every time you try to look up certain things, it's like, here, let me give you everything from that era.
Oh, he just typed IBM Simon though.
Oh, there's a floppy disk on there. How much is that? Landon, I'll tell you what a floppy disk is later.
Oh my god.
Dude, eBay's probably like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh,
Because it's gonna bring up
fucking
like iPhones and shit.
Yeah. Dude, how crazy is that though? To sit there and think that you're like, I lived through this whole process
Yeah, dude.
and I had no fucking idea
Dude, that
that it
is
was so
wild.
more relevant than I ever thought it was.
That is what. And so the idea of what we have now was
92.
shown in '92.
Well, think about. I mean, in
'Cause,
the
I mean,
80s they had car phones,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but
which is crazy.
which
to
was
think,
the-
you know,
like you look
like,
at that phone.
We
that,
grew
that
up with
IBM phone.
like when
it
we
was
were
big,
kids,
but it wasn't overly big. It was
Yeah.
like the size of a normal
I
cell
think
phone.
it's because like these ideas take a long time to develop, and to us, when you're ignorant to it, it's just like, oh, they just came out with like they just fucking invented an iPhone and put it out.
Yeah, well,
like,
and then getting it out there, like to the public, and let them know that it exists is so much harder back in the day. The first cell phone, the first prototype for a cell phone came out in 1973.
see, and that's that I kind of
Yeah, but the first cell phone that was actually released to the public came
Yeah,
out
I
in
just-
83.
so 10 years of development. Yeah, that's crazy,
Dude, it was pretty slick looking too. I'm looking at here. So it's sold at an auction for $2,500,
Oh, okay.
Jesus, that's still
which is like, I mean, my phone. I got the newest iPhone. I think it's $1,400
yeah.
or something like that.
Has a bazillion more functions than that. Fucking
Bazillion
thing.
more functions, but I mean, it's the
OG.
the
Fucking
OG.
fun.
Like, I mean, it could do email. That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
You think that's crazy?
Well, and
Can you-
predictive text.
Yeah, that
okay,
was
the predictive
crazy.
text is the wild. Like,
That's crazy.
Because what we all sat there and were like, "Oh, my phone doesn't predict my text." Until what, like 2010?
but now we're always like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck,
because
which
we had
2012.
T9.
Yeah, because
T9 was predictive a little bit.
It did have predictive, yeah. T9
Yeah,
because you.
but it was dog
yeah.
shit.
That's
And
how,
I don't think
like, 'cause
most people even knew it had it.
If T9 didn't do predictive text, you know how long it would take to type? Because people would type out full long messages, but like you would type a word.
You
It's
mean
like
it
the
was
next word's after
300
the.
characters? What
Yep.
are you talking about? Long text.
Bro,
300 characters
Do you remember
and
how
T9 is
fast chicks
long.
in high school could do that?
Dude,
Oh,
I could
dude.
do it fast.
I
Me
could
too.
do it fast too, but nothing was faster than like a scene girl.
Especially an upset one.
Like I watch my wife type, and I'm like, bro, that's fucking wild.
On
Yeah.
a T9 or
Yeah.
Computer, and like
well, I
whatever.
type fast on
Or
the computer.
like
but-
she wears nails, you know, like she has long acrylics, and she'll be just. You're just like, that's so funny, dude. It sounds so funny.
Right. But so
You
can you
tell when
guess
she's
when?
mad.
Can you guess when 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G came out? Guess what year those came
I
out.
wasn't even aware of it until 3G was what we were using.
Yeah, and that was like in 2010.
So
it was when
probably,
4G
yeah.
was
I mean,
starting
obviously,
to come out.
1G
or some
probably
shit.
came out when the first cell phone came out.
It doesn't tell me actually when 1G came out.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I'm not even sure.
I know
it
when
was called
second
1G.
G came out.
2G, I'm going to say around the turn of the century.
So 2000.
Yeah.
What about you?
I want to. I'm gonna say probably 94
It was 91.
Oh, my God.
because I mean you would think you would have to have some kind of internet connection to get emails on your
Then your phone,
Simon.
yeah.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that we're talking 2G, though, was 91?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So in the first front-facing camera on a phone was in 99.
Oh, that was on the iPhone, wasn't it?
No, iPhone was 07.
Yeah, the iPhone came out in 07 and Android came out in 08.
Did you guys know that when fucking Steve Jobs was doing the presentation for the iPhone, he had a bunch of them under that podium because they kept not working because they didn't have it all like
Figured out.
ironed out yet.
Yeah.
And so he would just put that one down and grab another one.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that it looked like it was
Working.
functioning perfectly. But and
'Cause
they
I
knew
mean-
they would get it there. They just didn't have it there yet. And so
Yeah.
he just had a bunch of them.
When was the iPhone announced and when was it released?
So the first iPhone
was released in 07. I know that.
by Apple was in 07. It
Well,
was.
that's when it was released. When was it announced?
It doesn't say.
I'm guessing
actually
the
in
year
here.
before that.
The iPhone last January.
When was iPhone announced? You need to put when was iPhone first announced.
They're like yesterday, the iPhone fucking 46.
Oh, 07. Yeah, it was in 07. Damn, they just released it. They're like, this is what's happening, guys.
Oh, so then it just released.
Oh,
And it probably
beginning.
released
Okay.
in after 18 months of it was sold to AT&T. Yeah, and that was a stupid thing. Originally, the iPhone you couldn't get it unless you were on AT&T.
yeah.
But
But
it was a
no.
gimmick, dude. Do you guys remember the first bills people got with their iPhones?
The long ones.
Look up. I think it was Jenna Marbles posted a video of her first
iPhone bill.
iPhone bill. I think it was Jenna Marbles. It was before she became fucking
iPhone case.
first.
I don't want to grieve anymore. What the fuck?
I guess just type first because it might not have been Jenna Marbles. Just type first iPhone bill.
I think they just got
YouTube.
her and her husband just got divorced. That's probably what's. I'm pretty
That's
sure.
sad.
300. That's her. That's her right there. That's not Jenna Marbles though.
I guess the first question is, you just got the iPhone, which I'm sure you were very excited about, and you got your first bill. What did you expect when you got your bill?
Well, I wasn't expecting it to come in a box, first of all.
Yeah, the bill came in a
and
box.
It's almost 300 pages.
It's like a
full of every
fax
detailed
machine, isn't it?
transaction
There's
of every
300
text message
bills.
that I sent, and
Or
actually
300.
anything
It's
that I
300
did.
pages.
It's crazy.
Were you surprised?
She's got a
was the
video
amount
of
the
it.
bill okay? Was that a
This
problem?
is just
It
the
was a little
interview
high.
here.
It was about
Look up the just on YouTube here. Look up first iPhone bill, and I bet you'll see the see her.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's that one right there.
She's in the.
I have an iPhone, and I had to switch to AT&T. Okay, that's wonderful. Well, I got my first AT&T bill
She looks like Jamie Lynn Spears.
in
Right?
a box.
Skip into it. She starts playing like the Apple music.
That is the most 2007 looking chick.
It
I've
is a
ever
fax
seen.
machine. It looks like a fax.
Like, look at this fucking bill. I think it's showing like every single text she's ever done on it. Every
Why did
website.
they do that?
Because they were
Because they just didn't like.
meticulous about it, I guess.
They didn't know how to like what to include on these bills.
Well, and on top of it, it's like, this is proof that you did it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be like, well, you can't prove that I did this, and they're like, here's your entire deck.
Bro,
of-
that's still my Verizon bill.
I think she says what it is on it. Like, that's a fuckload of
This is
shit.
the most 2007 video I've ever seen, too.
300 pages of a phone bill.
Use e-billing.
Save a forest.
No shit.
Dude, for real, though.
Like, I think now if I were to get my bill emailed to me, it wouldn't be that big. Because they're not going to be like, oh, yeah, you need a list of every single text message. Because that's what it probably was.
Do you think
Every
it,
website she loaded, every time she reloaded the website, it regenerated it. Every time she sent a text message. Because this was new for companies to have all
Yeah.
of that information. They're like,
Yeah.
well, if we don't show them that they did this, they're not going to want to pay their bill.
Yeah.
So we have all this proof that this is what you did.
Oh.
That's the only thing I could think of.
And then people were like, it's fine.
Yeah, we believe you.
Yeah.
And honestly, that was probably the best way to do this, is to get to the point we are now with billing, where it's just like, this is your bill. And
I mean,
people
you
can now
can-
be like, why is it that way? And they're like, because of all these stupid things you did.
Well, now that
You
now,
know, versus here's a pamphlet
well,
of
'cause
your
now, like,
actions.
I look at my bill and it says you've used
5
700 gigabytes of
Yeah.
data out of your thing, and I'm like, okay, if I wanted to, I could ask Verizon, hey, send me a detailed of everything
On
then I'm
there.
getting charged off, and then I'm pretty sure then I'd get a fucking
Big old
a
break.
book of how much porn I watched over the fucking
Yeah.
month.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I'm sure it's because companies were like, if we don't show them,
They
like,
won't believe
proof,
us.
They're not gonna believe us. And they're not gonna fucking
I
pay.
wonder
It.
how long that went on for.
I bet you that was
think a couple of
because
years.
that was Justine was her name. Yeah, I mean she at the time she was like a huge one of the huge bloggers.
She has
Yeah.
7.1 million. Go to her page real quick.
I don't think she posts
See if
anymore.
she makes any.
Yep, she's still
No,
doing
she
it.
just did an iPhone 16 unboxing.
Wow, dude. So pretty much she's just like the iPhone. Oh, Justine. Got it.
I was like, did you
just got
piece
it?
it together?
You got it?
I don't really read too deep into people's handles, man.
No.
But I mean, she does like there's the new pixels on there, the fucking Pixel 9 Fold.
Yeah. But anyway, so
For me, I thought that was a dishwasher. I'm like, oh, that chicks out.
That's so funny, dude, because she looks the same except for not 2007 anymore. She
Yeah.
looks very 2024.
Yeah.
she kept with it. But no, the crazier thing in 2001, 3G came out. It was also called Hello 3G.
Hello 3G.
Yeah, they did shit like that back then.
And
You
now
remember
peop-
what's his name? Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I remember him.
from the Verizon.
Didn't he go to jail
Yeah.
for something
No,
stupid?
that was Jared Fogle, but I had the same crossover in my head. I think
Wasn't that was Verizon, right? Can you
Yeah.
hear me now?
Can you hear me
Didn't
now?
he get on with another cellular company?
Yeah,
Verizon.
he switched over to
Sprint.
Sprint later.
Oh, yeah.
And then he was like, "Can you hear me now?"
Yeah,
And I'm like,
dude.
"Wow, that is
Fucking-
fuck-
He had shade to throw.
I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, fuck Verizon. Still on Verizon.
But
I
yeah,
said,
no.
I said fuck Verizon too when I got my bill.
This is the crazier thing.
My last bill was $700.
Fuck, dude.
Why?
It was taxes on my new phone.
Oh, you just got that phone?
yeah,
Oh,
taxes on the new
okay.
phone, the activation fee, the
The other stuff.
yeah, all the other stuff.
That's fucking stupid.
Be
and then
crazy.
you pay what, $40 a month for it?
I paid $12 a month for it.
Oh,
How?
okay.
Why? How? I don't understand how this shit works.
Because I traded in
Do
my
you need
old
somebody
phone.
to go in there with you like a little boy?
No, because I do all that shit. Trade in my old phone. You can get up to this much. They always give you $80 every time.
Oh, they gave me for my iPhone 13. They gave me $1,000
yeah,
for
they
it.
never fucking ever. I
Dylan,
get
do you
fucked in
need
there.
do you need a friend to walk in there with you?
Yeah, apparently, dude. My one of my friends' moms worked there, and I drove to Pocatello to where she works, and I was like, I want to stop getting fucked, and she's like, great, here, this, get home, get my bill, still fucked.
She's like, I just spread your cheeks a little bit wider.
I'm
and
going to
spit on it a
fucking
little.
mint. Here, Ryan Reynolds, here I come.
Ryan Reynolds. No,
How many times has Zach said that?
Fuck.
Oh, he usually tells me he's coming.
Oh,
Gross.
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 He's the one who's taking, not giving. No, so 4G came out in 09.
Dude,
That yeah.
was it 4G
I remember
or is
that.
it 5G that people are like, it gives you cancer?
It's
4G.
5G. Well,
Is it 5G?
all of them probably.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was 4G when everyone's like, you're going to get cancer and your
And now
testicles
it's
are going to stop
5G.
working.
And
Now
now
it's
it's 5G.
5G. And 5G came out in 2019.
Yeah, that one surprises me because
That's the one.
not
everybody's
a lot
like,
of people had
COVID-19.
5G phones
Yeah,
because they were still on their like 4G LTE phones.
yeah.
Isn't that the one where people are like, COVID is 5G?
That was a thing. It was like COVID's 5G and I'm,
Didn't somebody say like that COVID
And
was
then they're-
piggyback riding on the 5G waves or
that's
some
what they
stupid
said.
shit?
Yeah,
And you're like,
and then they said things like because that's when because it was just recent, like around the time 5G released, they started like disguising cell towers as like trees and stuff.
Yeah, they're trying to like make it look.
And so it's not as
Natural.
invasive looking,
Yeah,
right? So you're not
yeah.
driving through this pretty scenery and you see just this fucking cell tower.
You know, that's been like
Which is-
a rule in Hawaii, since we lived there in 2007. I know that they couldn't put up cell phone towers unless they look like a palm tree.
Right, because it takes away from the natural beauty of the.
Yeah, because
of
you're
the
just
landscape.
paved paradise and put up a parking
And so,
lot.
but people are like, yeah, they have to disguise them so we can't find them and take them down because they're causing COVID and
Dude,
cancer.
if
And
I
I'm
was
like,
the
"Fuck
president,
off."
the first thing I'd sign is every cell phone tower has to be a giant dick.
The giant dick.
Just have fucking big old fucking hogs everywhere, dude.
That would
Dude,
suck being the guy who has to maintain the giant dick.
you gotta crawl up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how many people are parachuting off the top of that bitch now?
A lot.
They're like,
on
"Kid."
TikTok. Like, yeah.
Dude, I would.
we made it to the tip.
Landon, look up TikToks where dudes are jumping off like cell phone towers and fucking other towers like that. Because there's I was watching this one dude, and he goes on top of the lights to change out the light bulb for airplanes.
Yeah,
There are
yeah,
towers for that.
Dude,
and he just jumps off
Dude,
that
he
bitch.
does like 4 or 5 of those a year, and then he's done.
Yeah, because you
Because
know
you
how much
make
you get.
fucking 20 grand every time you climb
Yeah.
one of those fucking things. I would
I don't
love
think I
to
could
do
do it.
that for the money and shit my pants every time. I'm so scared of this stuff.
Yeah,
Oh no!
but I
This
would.
is a professional. Please do not attempt.
That's insanely high, dude.
Oh god, why is this making me sick to my stomach?
Because
You can see
look
how
at
the
it.
world is rounding. You know how fucking crazy that. I don't know if that's the lens
Hey,
or.
the world's not round. all
Okay,
right? It's
flat Earth.
But imagine that. You're just
You'll
like
never be as happy as this
trusting a
guy.
parachute.
Let's just watch this. Yeah,
I'm more
hey.
impressed that dog is driving that boat.
Whoa, I didn't even notice that.
Oh my god,
looking
he
at the
is.
naked dude.
This guy made a super realistic Iron Man suit.
yeah, he did. This is me at Comic-Con because I'm broke.
That's pretty funny, actually.
This
Ow.
guy realized that he was in the wrong lane.
Traffic cleared up, and I'm ready to remerge with the civilized people.
Oh,
With
no.
the civilized people. Because he was in the fucking carpool lane.
Why are these newly graduated police officers turning like this?
Yeah, that was a weird military turn.
Because that's what they have to do.
Is it?
I think this broke my brain.
Ow.
Oh, it's that one thing where you're in your phone where you fucking
Fuck, that hurts my head.
replay that. I want to see that again. That's interesting because I thought it was the phone thing where it's like one thing and then it does another. No, so he stops the phone when it hits that point and then
Oh,
he
yeah.
fucking draws it.
Wow.
Because you remember that filter you can do where you're cutting into something and it changes into something else?
Oh my god, there's another one. What the fuck? What the fuck?
That's why my
This hotel in St. Lucia might have the best view in the world.
Yeah, black guy.
The back of a black guy.
Stop it.
That is
Wow.
nice.
that is pretty. Stop it.
Bro, that makes you depressed for being where you are all the time.
Uh-huh.
Stop it.
I hate this woman already.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Yeah, I bet that's what that guy's thinking. He's
This
like, yeah,
is a
shut the fuck up.
that's what she said.
Yeah, those tower climbers are wild.
Dude, they're so
Dude,
crazy.
I couldn't imagine doing that. Climbing up one of those
Would be nerve-wracking.
because
hit that one you're not supposed to watch.
Yeah, the one that looks like a porno.
Yeah. Hit
Zach's
that one.
Zach's can take it.
Watch anyway, baby.
Yeah.
Whoever hit skip video. I want to see somebody get shot.
There's just someone jumping from one of
Oh,
the
no,
towers.
this
Oh my
is-
god.
Oh, this is a 9/11 thing.
I didn't know.
How fast this changed.
this dude's like
I
porn.
seem insensitive. No, I thought it was somebody like getting fucked up on a cliff or something.
Someone got fucked
Landon's
up.
back there. He's dying.
I
He's
thaught
like,
they-
oh my god.
I thought, well, let's
Dude,
We
fucking
all
watch
walked
it.
right
Dude,
into
he got-
that
he-
shit.
He did get fucked
Can we
up.
watch this? Watch it. Hit
Yeah,
play.
let's watch
Fuck
it.
We're here. God damn it.
But we knew exactly what it was
We knew exactly.
every time it happened.
Oh, this is
Another
so
life being
sad.
lost.
Yeah. I don't know. I like this.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, okay. I don't want to watch people jumping out for real. Oh no. Oh god.
Yeah, it's
Look at that shit, man. That's so horrible.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're done with that.
you know what I would.
I don't know why the video
that
started
is
with his
horrible,
face.
Right? It's horrible, right? But
Well,
I
turn.
think
This is a professional.
Turn it
Please
off.
do not
Stop
attempt.
it. Stop it.
Awesome.
Just click the X button. Just pause it then. I don't know what to tell you.
hit the mute button. Yeah,
There's that.
there
There's
we
that
go.
power too.
I
Shit,
understand
you know what?
why those guys obviously jumped from the tower.
It's their choice.
It is a quick death as opposed to waiting for the building to fall on top of you.
Or burning alive.
Or
whatever.
burning
Or
alive.
choking to death on the
So,
smoke.
In my mind, I'm going to jump out and be like, at least I can fly for a minute.
Wow.
You know what though? That's the crazy thing about that is like, yeah, logically, it's quicker, it's easier, you get it over with, you don't have to sit there and suffer. I don't think I could get myself to fucking do it.
That's why you have a friend who pushes you.
The thing is I think those people had the exact same thoughts until they knew that they were either going to burn alive.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of those things when you get to it, it's like, then you know.
Yeah. That's
I think
fucked.
you'd hesitate the entire time, though.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you could tell even that guy was hesitating.
Yeah.
You could tell he was holding on. He's like, do I fucking want to
Well, it's like,
because
because once you do it, once you jump, there's
no coming
that's
back.
it. You
Yeah.
fucking made the choice. You're done. I
Yep.
mean, and you got a couple of seconds to think about it, which is the worst part.
Because
the only thing is you're not gonna feel hitting the ground. Like, your body might be alive after, like, for a little bit afterwards, but you're not
the
feeling
way I
anything.
would aim.
Oh, you would
Face
go
first.
dolphin dive.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. Scorpion.
More like bug in a windshield.
Yeah, pancake.
You just land in a way that your butt comes over and lands on top of your head. Like,
Yeah, with
A
me,
strong spine.
With me, it'd be
no,
the,
just cracks in half. So
Yeah.
I guess
No,
really
dude,
you're just
with-
gonna fold and
Yeah, I was
with
like,
me,
it's
it'd
like
be-
the.
with me, I'd probably land on my back, like on the back of my head. I'd bend that way, and my dick would go
Land
down
in your
my
mouth.
throat.
All right.
At least I died with some dignity.
There's another
Dignity.
video that I wanted you to look up, but I can't fucking remember.
Is it
it.
another?
No, it's
Lamar
nothing terrible.
Jackson just made a big
Like, we
play.
didn't expect to see that shit. What we were expecting was something happy, like people jumping off of towers and
He
not
did-
curse
about to say
splatting,
he-
not accordion when they touch the ground. No. So back to like mind breakers. I'm probably not gonna say this right to get you, but I feel like Dylan's one of the more acceptable people to this.
Oh God.
Acceptable or susceptible?
Susceptible. Thank
Okay.
you.
You said acceptable. I'm like,
I know.
I
I fucked that up. I appreciate it. Thank you for correcting me without being a douche like Blake.
Well, no, I was just like, I wanted to make sure I knew what I was hearing. So
No,
go-
you're
Go
right.
ahead.
So like we've all played video games, right?
Yeah.
We've all played Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yes, you have. There's no way you've never played Minecraft.
100% way that I've never played.
Okay. Have you played Fallout?
No.
Have you? What games have you played?
The last game I played was Gun on PlayStation 2.
Okay. Good lord.
Also, Tack and the Power of Juju was one of my favorites.
So in
also,
video games,
Medal of Honor Frontline.
okay. So in video games,
So you haven't played since PS2 era.
No,
yeah.
not at all.
So
I tried out some Arkham City when I got my PlayStation 4 because my wife bought that, but I couldn't even get Batman to like jump off a building without dying. So
nice.
He looked like the 9/11 guys.
So
Yeah,
for
pretty
everyone
much.
else who has played video games, when you're in certain video games, there's a place where you can rest or like go to bed and heal up for the day or whatever, you can't go to sleep if there's like a monster or an enemy nearby, and
Yeah.
so you have to like wait or go kill it and then go back to bed. So let's now that I've explained it, it almost sounds stupid. So when you go to rest in a video game, you can't go without getting rid of the monster.
Yeah.
right.
So I had it written out here somewhere. What if that same concept was applied in real life? So like the only reason you can't sleep at night,
Just
just click the X button. Just get out of the damn screen. Good God. So what if that applied to life? Like the reason that you're staying up at night isn't because
Well, that's like how it used to be, right? That's why we're still afraid of the dark. That's
Yeah.
why we're afraid of
I'm not afraid of the dark.
bumps in the night. But if you were dropped in the forest, you know what I mean? Like if you went out, like you'd be on high alert at night.
Oh, yeah.
Way higher than you were in daytime
yeah.
because things that go bump in the night, we're afraid of them. And then we make up like ghost stories and we got all this stuff. And like you know when you creep yourself out and you think, oh, there's gonna be something in the closet or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be Baba Yaba.
It's because at some point in human history, when you're trying to fall asleep next to the fire, you knew that there was a fucking mountain lion in the trees
Waiting
behind
for you.
and that's ingrained into our DNA now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what if that's the reason why you don't sleep at night is because there's an enemy nearby and you can just tell.
Yeah, that's,
and it's just your subconscious trying to
Dude,
keep
don't
you alive.
put that fucking juju in my fucking head. So last night,
You're the one who's
reason
supposed to
why I
get
say
upset
this-
about this, not him.
The reason why I said this is because last night I was getting ready to go to bed.
You
right?
couldn't fall asleep.
Could not fall asleep, and then I heard this fucking gunshot go off in front of my house, and I fucking was wired. I didn't go to bed until 4:30 this morning. My wife got home from work because that gunshot went off, and it was right outside my house.
shit.
I went and made sure every door was locked, and then I
Yeah.
sat in the little hallway there and like kept my eye on Peyton and like the two doors.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
See, and that's exactly what it is, though.
Yeah.
Dude, I have a crazy fucking story. So, we all this last summer went up to my grandma has a cabin in Island Park, and so me and my kids and my wife and Blake came up with us.
God, that's a bad choice. The
No.
Blake part.
I didn't choose it, but he was there.
Oh, okay.
So there's the main cabin that has 2 bedrooms upstairs. And so my mom was staying in one, my grandma was in the other. So that put all of my family and Blake, we were staying in the loft that's above the garage. So the garage and loft is separate from the cabin. There's a deck that is on the front of the cabin, goes up to the loft. So you can walk directly to it on the deck, but it's separate. It's like, I think the closest 2 points, they sit at a weird angle, but they're like 15, 20 feet apart or whatever. Anyway, so there's a floodlight, a motion sensor floodlight on the loft.
Yeah.
And so it goes off sometimes. And we know from the fucking like 11, 12 years that she's had this cabin that like little creatures don't set it off.
Mhm.
It doesn't quite pick them up because it's way, I mean, when you're up on the top of the loft, you're way up.
Yeah.
If a big animal goes through, it will set it off. Or like a person walking through the driveway will set it off, right? So we all go to bed. My wife's up on the couch. I'm on the floor next to her. Blake's on the floor by the back wall. My kids are over here. And at the time, Claire was like 1.
Yeah.
And she's in her pack and play thing, right?
Yeah.
Next to Blake, kind of close to Blake. And so I'm laying there. I wake up in the middle of the night. Like it might have been like 1, 2 in the morning. And I look up and through the door, I can see that the floodlight is on. And after like 30 seconds, the floodlight goes off after the motion stops, right? So it goes off and I'm like, okay, I don't know. Like
So something had to trigger it.
something walked through. So I'm just kind of laying there. About 10 seconds after it goes off, it comes back on.
Oh,
And I'm like, okay. So I just kind of chill. I'm just kind of watching it. Goes off again. A third time it comes on. I'm like, okay, this is getting freaky.
You're like, something's out there.
I get up and I go look through the window and I can't see anything. So I open the door and I just walk out on the deck and I'm looking down, looking around. Nothing. I don't see
fucking white people.
any big creatures. I don't see any people, right?
That is a good way to die.
Yeah.
I just walk. Well, you're on the deck. You're like 15 feet up off the ground. You know
And
what I mean?
you had experiences with ghosts, you know? What if it was
Yeah.
like a shadow person? You just
Well,
walked out into that shit.
Well, that's what like I was like, okay. I looked. Everybody's in bed because if you have to go pee, you get up and walk down to the cabin. You
Oh.
don't have to leave the deck, so it's not really that freaky.
Yeah.
Like you just have to walk down the stairs and into the cabin. But everybody's in bed, so I'm like, okay. So I shut the door, laid back down. Light goes off. As soon as I lay down, the light flicks back on.
No.
I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me, because you can't. You have to be right there. If you trigger that floodlight, you're right in my line of sight. Like you're not triggering that without me looking. I'm standing beneath the floodlight. It does it for 30 minutes.
Jesus.
On and
Dude,
off
that's
and
that's
on
something
and
trying to
off
get you.
and on and off. And I keep getting up and looking, and finally I was like, fuck it. I don't know what's out there, but I can't see it. And so I just shut the door, locked it, laid down. I'm just sitting there. the light goes off, right? And it's finally staying off. And I'm as freaked out as you can possibly be at this point. Like,
Yeah.
I just got the creeps bad. And I'm all alone. Everybody's sound asleep. And I'm just sitting there staring in the dark. And all of a sudden, Blake farts so hard. And then Claire goes, ew.
You're like, all right, so not everyone's asleep.
Bro, I was laughing so fucking hard. I went from so freaked out to like crying, laughing, and like that fast. He just let one of those deep boofers, you know? But it was just like, and then Claire goes, ew. I'm like, why are you awake?
She's like, I don't know, Dad. You keep getting up and down. Now I'm getting tripped up
Bro,
here.
it was so funny. So the next day, I was like, I already had this freaky ass story to tell everybody when I got up. And then it ends with Blake farting and Claire laughing or saying ew.
That's fucking great.
I'm like, oh my
Watch,
God.
it was like a moth that was like
just hitting the sensor,
like going, like walking on the
No,
sensor.
because that doesn't trigger it. Because there's bugs all over the place up there. That's what was so weird about it is I never
Well, I was
solved
saying
it.
if a moth walks across that sensor, like walks across
Well, that
the
would
sensor.
happen all the time, every night.
Yeah, I don't know. It was probably just some random fucking like a raccoon
some glitch
or something.
or something. I don't know.
Or
No,
a
a raccoon won't trigger it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it has to. Like literally, like there's a fox that hangs out there, and I think sometimes he'll trigger it. But it's like usually if something walks through, it's a fucking moose, like
Yeah.
or a deer,
Something big.
you know. Because anything that crawls like across the ground, it just doesn't quite catch it. I don't know. Yeah, that's why it freaked me out so bad. What?
Huh?
Are you
Sorry,
singing
the
what does the
fox
fox
that
say?
sings?
Yeah.
Jesus. What about you, Landon? You ever had any creepy camping stories?
I have some wild camping stories. I don't know about creepy though.
Wild as in like you
Let's
had
hear
sex
one.
with a stranger?
No, wild as in like my uncle shot it up.
Like what? Like
Let's
he
hear
shot up
that.
the
Let's hear
campsite?
that.
Let's hear that.
Okay.
Did he shoot bullets or ropes? Because this could be one of two kinds
Yeah.
of stories.
Was he trying to get you, or is he trying to get you? What? He's trying to bust a nut, or is he
Yeah.
trying to pop a
Let
cap
him
in your
tell the
ass?
fucking story.
Okay.
By the way, does my mic sound as echoey?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
it sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, it's good. You want to
Oh,
come
my
in
end.
here and use Blake's?
Yeah, come sit in.
Just
on,
turn on Blake's mic and then come in here.
Come
turn
sit
it-
in for
You
a
gotta
minute.
turn on his mic though. You turned it off. He's not listening.
You gotta turn up Blake's mic.
So
I
we're about to
walked
hear-
him through it.
So we're
him
about to
through it.
hear a very violent or a very sexual uncle story.
They could both still be very violent though.
It sounds like fun to me.
There we go. This feels more right. For
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Now we can look at you.
Yeah.
Watch, he didn't turn it on.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. He's like, oh, never mind.
Does
'Kay.
Blake have cans over there?
No, he does
Oh,
not.
okay.
Okay.
We can hear you.
All right. So, fucking mics.
You're fine. Just
Okay. It was probably about when I was 14 years old, and we all went on a camping trip. It was me, my family, and then 3 other sets of like aunts and uncles. Okay.
Okay.
And so we're getting towards the end of the night, and everyone's fucking hammered off their minds, right?
Yeah. That's
And
how
so-
my family camping trips
Yeah.
always went.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
And so we're just all sitting by the campfire, and all of a sudden we like hear some commotion coming out of one of their fucking campers. And so it's my aunt and uncle, and they're just beefing in there. Okay, they're going stupid at each other. And then
Wait, does
Okay.
that mean fighting or fucking?
Yeah. Fighting or fucking.
fighting.
Okay.
Okay.
They're fighting in there. And so my stepdad and one of my aunts, they go in there to try to get him to chill out. And so my aunt walks up to the camper first, and my other aunt who's in the camper fighting, she just punches her in the face and just knocks her to the floor out of the camper.
Oh shit.
And then my stepdad walks in there, and my uncle tries to do the same thing to him. But my stepdad's a big ass dude, okay?
Yeah.
And so he walks out, and then my uncle swings at my stepdad, and my stepdad swings back. They just start fucking going at it, right? And so then my 2 other sets of uncles run in there. My 2 other aunts run in there. My mom's just chilling because
She's
my
like,
mom does not
yeah.
want no smoke.
Fuck it.
She's
And
like, I ain't got
so
nothing to do with this.
it like just turns into this whole brawl throughout the fucking camping trip. And so me and my mom just try to gather all the kids. I have like 20 fucking cousins on that side. So we just gather all the kids into our camper while this is going on.
Jesus.
And so they're all just fighting. It's loud as shit. My stepdad comes into our camper for a bit, just covered in fucking blood. And then he walks out. And then I'm just chilling in the camper with the kids, and we just hear poof, 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 just 3 gunshots go off. And we're like, what the fuck? I just start bawling. I'm so fucking scared.
Well, yeah.
And so my mom calls 911, and we're just chilling in there. And all of a sudden, the cops get there.
Where
And
were you
then,
camping at? Were you far out?
It was Palisades.
Oh, so you weren't far away.
Yeah, we weren't far at
Yeah.
all. But yeah, and so yeah, that happened. And then my stepdad, what he told us was that he was shot into the air trying to break everybody up. Or no, my
Oh.
stepdad didn't shoot. My uncle shot. And so my stepdad grabbed the gun and just fucking tossed it as far as he could. And then cops got there, broke everyone up, and my aunt and uncle, before cops got there, actually just took off. The ones that started the fight.
No shit.
Yeah.
Did the cops fucking follow up with them?
Yeah, they pulled him over, like, as we saw him up there, pulled over on the top of the little thing.
Oh,
and
they
then
probably
just
got in trouble then,
They just
huh?
let him go.
No, really?
Hammered as shit, driving, just let him fucking go.
Oh, dude. Did
No
anybody get in
way.
trouble at all?
Nope, not at all.
They're just like, oh.
The
fuck
cops
this.
are like,
fucking
we want
drunk rednecks.
nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
There's like fucking. They're like, there's like fucking 30 Broncos jerseys here. We're
We're not
They're
doing
all
this.
fucking Raiders fans, bro. It's so
oh,
annoying.
never mind. That's
Yeah,
even.
that-
that's why they
why.
fucking left.
Yeah, that's
They're
why.
like, yeah.
That's why they're shooting up
You
places,
guys
bro.
just calm
Criminals.
down, okay? Have yourselves a good night. We're gonna
Leave.
We're
Come
gonna
back
get out
with
of your hair.
SWAT.
Maybe go to bed.
Yeah, you don't fuck around in like fucking Raiders territory, man.
Yeah, hell no.
Your
Those
ass
fuckers
is
are
get
wild.
shot. It's like I
Um,
shot into the air, Holmes.
Dude, I couldn't imagine that. So did like,
You guys down for a quick break?
yeah, we can. But I was gonna
Okay,
ask you,
okay, go.
did your aunt and uncle just leave their kids? Did they have kids or?
No, they gathered their kids into their truck and left, and then they came back early in the morning because their camper was still there, and it was the most awkward thing of all time, obviously. But both of my uncle's hands were just fucking huge,
Oh, my
so fucking
God.
swollen, and everyone was just so beat up. It was terrifying. We haven't went camping since. So
They're all like, last time we ever fucking
Like,
hang
you guys
out
want
with
to go
these people.
camping? Fuck no.
yeah, my parents fucking sold their camper. They were like, hell no.
Absolutely fucking not.
They were so
Never
against going
went.
camping again. They're like, we're not even going to keep the shit that can go camping.
Not even just to go with just us. Nope, camping's
Dude,
done.
I couldn't imagine that. Could you? I couldn't sit there and be like, so my family did that. And then what if it was your parents? You're like, my parents are just awful.
Yeah,
parents suck.
it's fucking.
Yeah,
horrible.
dude, because did you talk to your cousins about it? Like, so.
Well, I mean, they were just all in the camper, just bawling their eyes out with me. And
Oh,
so,
fuck yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't talked to them about it really. It was our family didn't talk to each other for like a whole 2 years after that.
Oh, I don't
So,
doubt it.
So yeah, it's never really been brought up.
So you guys are like weirdly trauma bonded. You're like 2 years ago. We
Do
were
they
trauma
talk
bonded.
now?
Our family kind of talks now. Not everybody though.
So what was the fight about?
It was something stupid like
Butt fucking.
oh, I don't remember. They were in their camper yelling. It was something about their kid. Their kid did something, and my uncle got super pissed at the kid. Didn't hit him or anything. Just got super pissed at the kid for doing something. And then my aunt was arguing about him that he shouldn't have done something, and then they were just started fighting from there.
And then they were heated, and that's why they took shots at your
Yep.
stepdad and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it just started a fucking
I mean,
brawl.
Punched at him, not took
No,
shots
no,
at him.
like
but
not
Yeah,
pew
no.
pew shots. That's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
The craziest camping story I have is I got two. The first one, I'm gonna go start at the earliest, or the one that happened early, like latest, and the one that happened before, because they're both kind of funny. So we're sitting around the campfire, and like Landon's family, we were getting all nice and drunk. I was 15, I was getting drunk with them.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
they were-
Okay.
like my uncle kept sneaking me beers. He's like, "Here, don't tell your mom."
It's like 3 beers back then.
Yeah,
Dude, that's all
shit.
it took. 15, yeah, that's all it took. It was like 4 beers, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck yeah, drunk."
Yeah.
But my cousin and her husband were fucking drinking, like sharing sharing a half gallon of Crown Royal.
Uh huh. There you go.
They get it completely emptied, right? And she puts the cap on it and throws it in the fire.
And it explodes.
So there's So it ends up yeah. You cap off a fucking bottle and throw it in the fire.
Yeah.
It's going to explode. And we're all sitting. We know none of us noticed she did that, right? We thought she had put it in there, but we didn't know she capped it.
Yeah.
And so we're all sitting there talking, and then suddenly go boom and fucking
glass everywhere.
Glass and coal and everything goes everywhere. And we're all like, holy fuck. Her husband is sitting there and he's like, oh, whoa. Because he's just so fucking drunk. And then he goes, ah! He stands up. Fucking hole. A coal landed right on his dick.
Oh, gosh.
Shit.
And because he was like, oh, whoa. Ah!
Yeah, that slow realization, like, oh, I'm on fire.
Fucking had he woke up and none of us saw the blister, but
Yeah.
she told us that there was a blister
On the tip of his dong.
on his fucking nutsack.
Oh.
So
Tell you who's got a small pee-pee right there.
the other story is
Skipped
this
his dick
one.
and went straight to his nuts. No, I'm
And-
kidding. I'm kidding.
You ever have those memories as a kid? Like you don't remember a lot of stuff from when you were like
Super
5 or
young.
6 years
Yeah.
old, right? This is something that's ingrained in my mind. We went camping with one of my family friends, and they had a camper that has a toilet in it, which was at the time amazing. Like that was top of the line because
Yeah.
I was 5 years old.
I could shit in the woods comfortably.
Yeah,
God damn, I can't even.
but they
talk
had never
today.
used it before, right? They'd
Yeah.
had the toilet in there. They just never used it before.
And you did.
No, this was the first time they used it all weekend. We're coming back, and so they're like, oh, we gotta
Empty it.
empty it. So they're at the at the sewage pump there, and they're trying to empty it, and it won't go. And I'm sitting there. It's my my dad's best friend. His name's Danny.
Mm-hmm.
He actually just died not too long ago. God rest his soul. He had MS. Ended up getting MS. So poor guy. But
Meat sweats?
huh?
He died of the meat sweats?
Multiple sclerosis, but
Oh, my bad.
he got actual multiple
You're all trying to make it light, and you thought, like,
But,
no, bro, it's a
um,
serious disease.
he anyway, so I was sitting there watching him do this, and oh no, I'm not watching him. I watched him for a minute. I'm like, oh, this is boring, and so then I start going around talking and playing. I'm 5 years old. I'm just doing something because this
You
is
doing
taking,
whatever
this
juniors
is
do.
boring for me.
Yeah.
And then we hear like a big kaplop, and he comes around the side of his camper covered in shit. Have you guys seen the movie RV with Robin Williams?
I think so.
So in the movie RV, he's trying to empty the RV of shit too, and it ends up exploding.
Yeah.
And he gets covered in it.
Yeah.
So here
Dude,
comes Danny
RV
walking
slaps.
around. He walks around the corner of this camper.
Oh, no.
And he's just covered in shit, and he has this long handlebar mustache, and shit's dripping from his
Ew.
mustache.
Oh.
And he goes, ah! My 5-year-old self sees him. I'm like,
Laughing at him.
fucking laughing my ass off. And this was like, not just like a little bit, like he was brown
Ew.
from all like the sewage waste.
Yuck, dude.
And I'm laughing, and everyone walks around, and they're all freaking out.
And that gave him MS?
No, I think
God, Dylan.
damn. Holy fuck, that was bad.
Sometimes I wonder if he's like genuinely curious. He's like, is that
what
how
if
you get
that's-
it?
What if they find out that's how you get it?
No, I don't think. I think it just happened, but he's such a good guy. I miss him. He was a good guy. But they end up having to like hose him down with like
Hell yeah.
whatever water they have.
Oh, gross.
And of course, it's like the water that's coming out of these hoses. It's not warm.
No.
Oh,
and this
yeah.
is like end of the camping season, so
Sorry,
early morning, and
September or something.
yeah, so it's early morning September. It's a little cold
It's
out,
a little crispy.
and he's getting hosed down with ice cold melt off water.
Ugh.
Good for
The whole
him.
time.
Fuck.
That image is plastered in my mind of shit dripping from it,
Yeah.
like from his mustache,
Bro.
because that's all he had was a mustache. He had like a mustache and then like a little bit of hair here.
It's like when you eat ass, but she didn't prepare for it.
Yeah.
It's what-
God.
it's like when
She's like, I
it's
got
like
a little
when you eat
gassy.
it's when you eat
Clap.
ass and she ate a bunch of Taco Bell
I was about
Oh.
to make the Taco Bell joke too.
and then she trusted a fart too much. 'Cause-
That's
but,
a $5 Taco Bell box right there.
Right?
I think do you guys want to end it here?
Yeah, that's
Or
up
we
to
take
you.
a break
We're
either
coming
way.
up
How
on
long do we go?
I mean, we're up to an hour 20 minutes right now.
Yeah, I think we're.
You want to
Yeah,
go
we're
start
good.
our
Yeah.
outro there? So while he's getting back over to the computer, I'll tell
You're
another
gonna-
quick one.
You gonna tell another?
When I was
quick one?
5 years old, I dropped a toy in the fire,
And you reached for it?
And I reached for it, and it started melting.
You deserve every ounce of that pain.
I was 3.
That doesn't matter.
Oh, you're.
I was 3.
Yeah.
This is how you learn.
I need that clipped. I
Yeah.
was 3.
That's a dick thing
That
to
was
say.
cinematic, dude.
That's a dick thing to say.
Of course it is.
Landon's struggling.
I'm joking, though.
You double click, by the way.
I know. I was just waiting for you to be done.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. You can go ahead and start it.
Yeah, my joke was just too assholey for him.
Yeah. All right, guys. Blake's not here to do this, so I'm going to say it. Thanks for listening.
Easily offensive podcast.
It was great not having Blake in.
If you're out there and you are easily offended,
Shut up. Make sure follow us, do everything. See you later.
Don't
Oh,
eat
wow.
shit. You'll get MS.